cancelled BL series are probably some of the hardest news to accept as a fan, especially for those who were excited about them due to a promising cast and plot. Over the past couple of years, we've seen several BL series gain hype from fans, only to be cancelled for various reasons. In this video, we'll go over a list of cancelled BL series that, unfortunately, we'll never get to see. Quick tip: some of these shows might be geo-blocked in your country. To unlock them, use ExpressVPN. Sign up through the link in the description for a 61% discount plus 4 months free on the 24-month plan. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. First on our list, The Only One Season 2. I have to admit, I only found out that the sequel to The Only One was officially cancelled while working on this video, and it was truly disappointing news. As a big fan of the original series, which aired nearly a year ago, I was drawn to it not only because of the strong chemistry between the leads, Sheng Wang and Zhang Tian, but also because of its emotionally engaging storyline. While the series wasn't without its flaws, it stood out as one of the most beloved BL titles of 2024 and quickly became a personal favorite. The ambiguous ending of the first season left many viewers expecting a follow-up, especially after the director hinted that a second season would complete the couple's journey. Unfortunately, that expectation was cut short when the director later revealed that the production company had ceased all communication regarding the sequel. While the specific reasons behind the cancellation were not disclosed, it's clear that internal issues halted its development. For fans who had been eagerly waiting to see the story conclude on screen, this was understandably frustrating. Though a second season may no longer be in the cards, those who still want closure can turn to the original novel for its continuation, and perhaps let their imagination fill in the rest. Number 2 on our list, Red Peafowl. I still remember the buzz when the official pilot trailer dropped back in 2023. International fans were immediately drawn in by the high-profile cast and the intriguing storyline. A romance centered on a police officer and a mafia figure is a rare and compelling dynamic in the BL genre, which explains why the anticipation quickly grew beyond local audiences. The combination of suspense, action, and emotional tension had the potential to offer something fresh and unforgettable. However, despite the early excitement and strong fan interest, the project never progressed beyond the teaser stage. Over a year has passed since that initial release, and the series has quietly faded from production schedules. With so many popular actors attached to the project, it was always going to require a major production house and strong financial backing to succeed. Unfortunately, the absence of support from a well-established studio made it difficult to bring the series to life. While no formal cancellation was announced, the prolonged silence and lack of updates strongly suggest the project has been shelved indefinitely. For now, we can only appreciate what might have been, a promising story that captured our imagination, if only briefly. Number 3 on our list, Lovely Addict. This series was originally slated for release in 2024 and was set to reunite the same main couple from Venus in the Sky, a series that had aired earlier and gained a decent following. Many fans were excited to see the duo return, especially after their strong on-screen chemistry. However, despite the initial buzz, the project quietly disappeared from production schedules. While no official explanation has been released, rumors at the time pointed to internal conflicts between one of the lead actors and the production company. In 2023, actor Chek publicly announced his withdrawal from the series, which further fueled speculation about behind-the-scenes issues. Following his departure, there was no statement from the company regarding whether the series would proceed with a new cast or be cancelled entirely. As time went on without any updates, hopes for the series slowly dwindled. Until an official confirmation is made, its status remains uncertain, but as it stands, the project appears to be indefinitely shelved. Number 4 on our list, Lover Merman. There has been some speculation among fans that Lover Merman might have been quietly cancelled, especially given the lack of updates since its official pilot was released back in 2023. Comments questioning its status began to circulate as months passed without any substantial news. Fortunately, Lover Merman is not among the cancelled projects. The production company recently confirmed that the series is still very much in development and is scheduled to air later this year. While details remain limited and no specific release date has been announced, it's reassuring to know that the production is moving forward. The concept, a romantic story between a human and a merman, offers a refreshing twist in the BL genre and has the potential to capture viewers with its fantasy meets romance theme. With such a unique premise, anticipation continues to grow. Let's hope the wait isn't too long and that the final product lives up to the intrigue it has already created. Number 5 on our list, Heart by Heart. I've noticed the official trailer for this series being recommended to me on YouTube multiple times, and to be honest, I can't quite recall if I've already seen it or simply overlooked it. What stands out, however, is that the trailer was released back in 2022, and since then, there's been complete silence regarding the show's status. With no follow-up announcements or updates from the production team, it's become increasingly clear that the series has likely been shelved without any formal cancellation notice. What makes this more disheartening is the trailer's strong reception. It garnered a significant number of views, which is a clear indication that fans were genuinely excited and hopeful for its release. There was a certain charm and promise in the trailer's tone and presentation, a kind of fresh, captivating energy that's hard to come by. Knowing that it never materialized feels like a missed opportunity, especially for those who were eager to see its potential unfold on screen. Number 6 on our list, My Engineer Season 2. One of the standout BL series for me back in 2020 was My Engineer. The first season left a lasting impression, not just because of its light-hearted plot and endearing characters, but also because of the nostalgic value it holds today. Naturally, when the season concluded with an official announcement teasing a second season, I was genuinely excited and hopeful for what was to come. Fast forward 5 years, and unfortunately, that second season never came to fruition. While there's been no official statement explaining why it was ultimately shelved, there were already murmurs of behind-the-scenes issues during the show's original run, including some tension involving one of the actors. It's possible that these complications made production for a follow-up season unsustainable. Even so, it's still disheartening. As a fan who eagerly anticipated the continuation, it feels like being left in limbo, waiting for something that was never truly meant to be. Number 7 on our list, Wooja Bakery. The supposed comeback BL series of Jeff and Barcode was expected to air sometime last year, but unfortunately, it never made it to the screen. The production company announced that the delay was due to the re-editing of the series, stating that they needed more time to achieve the best possible result. As of now, there's no word on whether it will still air or if it has become just a fragment of the past. Number 8 on our list, Punk Spy. I remember seeing the teaser for this series sometime last year, even though it was initially unveiled in the last quarter of 2022. Looking back, I can't help but feel a bit of regret knowing that the project has been shelved for reasons that remain unknown. What drew me in was its unique and refreshing premise, something that could have added a new flavor to the BL genre. While it didn't gain widespread popularity, possibly due to featuring a refreshing main couple, I still believe it had great potential. I'm holding on to the hope that it will eventually push through, even if it takes another 3 years to finally reach our screens. Number 9 on our list, Wish Me Luck. It seems that Wish Me Luck has truly lived up to its name. Unfortunately, in the most ironic way, the series has been shelved for nearly 3 years now since it was first announced back in 2022, with a planned release originally set for 2023. Yet here we are in 2025, still waiting for any concrete update or official word on whether it will ever see the light of day. Personally, I was genuinely excited about this project, as it marked the much anticipated return of Fia to the BL scene, this time paired with the promising and refreshing presence of Na. The chemistry hinted at in early teasers held so much promise. Despite having garnered solid support and interest from the public early on, it's disappointing that such anticipation wasn't enough to drive the series forward into production or release. Number 10 on our list, Boy Never Smiles. I've been a fan of Kim Cop since their breakout roles in Two Moons back in 2017, and their on-screen chemistry has always been one of the strongest in the BL genre. Over the years, they've worked on several projects together, continuing to build a loyal fanbase that always looked forward to their next collaboration. That's why it came as such a disappointment to learn that a planned series featuring them never made it to production. While no official statement confirmed the cancellation, the prolonged silence and lack of updates have led many to assume that the project has been shelved indefinitely. Adding to that assumption is the fact that both Kim and Cop are now signed under different agencies, making a reunion less likely. For now, fans can only cherish their past works and hope for a possible future collaboration. Number 11 on our list, Just Say Yes. As a spin-off of Don't Say No, which originally aired in 2021, the announcement of a new series featuring Smart and James was met with widespread enthusiasm from fans. Their chemistry in the original show quickly became a standout, and it was only natural for the production team to consider developing a storyline centered around their characters. However, despite the initial excitement and official announcement, updates on the project never followed. The production company remained silent, and no additional information was released about casting, filming, or even pre-production. While the exact reason for the show's stagnation remains unknown, many speculate that internal issues or budget constraints may have played a role. Now, 4 years later, this series remains one of the biggest what-ifs among fans, a missed opportunity for what could have been another beloved entry in the BL landscape. Number 12 on our list, Big Dragon the movie. To be completely honest, I wasn't particularly fond of the first season of Big Dragon, mainly due to the way the plot unfolded and the pacing of the story. However, when news about a second season broke, it was clear that many fans were thrilled at the possibility of continuing the love story between the main couple. Unfortunately, instead of moving forward with a second season, the production company later announced plans to create a movie sequel as an alternative way to satisfy the fans' anticipation. That, too, failed to materialize. Now, more than 2 years since the finale aired, there has been no official update on the movie's status. With such a long period of silence from the company, it's reasonable to assume that the sequel has likely been shelved indefinitely, leaving fans with more questions than closure. These BL series might have been cancelled, but fortunately, there are now plenty of other BL series to choose from, so I'd say that's still good news for everyone. Which of these cancelled BL series would you still like to see in the future? Thank you for watching. That's it and see you on the next one.